It's big, fat Reverend Byrne here again. And I'm here today to talk about the state of our country. It's the 4th of July. By the way, happy 4th of July to everybody. Sitting here in my car waiting for my buddy to get off of work, and I'm thinking about how bad things are. And I mean, I'm not saying that to pitch a bitch, because, I mean, anybody and everybody can do that, but I've been through it. I've seen it firsthand. I've experienced discrimination because of my size. And, I mean, it's hard enough to get a job nowadays when you have a college degree. People go to school for 4, 6, 8 years and are out here with degrees and can't even get jobs. And the job market's so flooded, you need a degree. They want you to have a fucking resume to wash dishes. A resume to wash dishes. What kind of sense does that make? What kind of qualifications do I need to wash a fucking dish? I've been doing it in my house for years. So you're telling me, oh, well, I gotta have references and experience, and I need a degree from the Dishwashing Sudsy Academy of America. Like, get the hell out of here. And the job market is so flooded, they can literally cherry pick whoever the hell they want. They could say, all right, well, if you don't look like Brad Pitt or Jennifer Aniston, you're not going to get a job. And all the general public is worried about is surface issues. I mean, you turn on the news, you hear about Trayvon Martin, you hear about, gay marriage all the time, and it's like, you know what? There's way bigger problems than that. Who cares if gay people want to get married? That's their right. Let them do it. You know what I'm saying? What you do behind closed doors, I'm not doing it. It's not my prerogative. I'm not trying to put a dick in my mouth. Not for me. But then again, you know what I'm saying? I can't say it's not for everybody. But what the hell happened? Gas prices are through the roof. Nobody can get a job. I'm not going to say nobody because, the douchebags out there with jobs are, laughing. I turn on the 6 o'clock news and there's some blonde chick with fake tits talking about, oh, well, nobody get a job and the economy's so bad. And she's smiling the whole time. Because, of course, she gets her couple grand at the end of the week and she'd give a fuck less. And, these puppets sit here and think that the Senate, that the House of Representatives, that the governor, the mayor, the president, you think they care? You think they're going to do something? I just heard, I don't know how true this is or not, I heard that the president gave himself a raise. Because obviously we're in such good shape that you can do that, right? I mean, how much money do we owe to China? We're in a bad position right now, and we're worried about shit in other countries. Like, we have our own stuff to worry about. There's people here that can't get jobs, that can't put a roof over their heads, that can't feed their family. And we're sitting here, we're politicking about what's going on in other countries. Stop. It's not the solution to the problem. There's going to be a revolution. I don't know when it's going to be, but I feel it coming. I know that people are not going to sit back and take this forever. The gap between rich and poor gets bigger every single day. Poor, there is no middle class anymore. Middle class doesn't exist. You either have money and you're well off enough to survive and not have to worry about financial problems, or you're broke and you're living paycheck to paycheck off probably a minimum wage job and you can't afford to do shit. We're supposed to have car insurance, health insurance. Look, you figure rent on a one bedroom is at least $550, depending on where you live. So if you're working full time for $7.40 an hour, $7.40 is minimum wage in Michigan right now, 40 hours a week, you got to pay rent, you got to pay electricity, and you got to pay water, you got to pay heat. And on top of that, you got to pay for a phone bill so people can get a hold of you. Then you got to pay for car insurance. You have to pay for gas. Car insurance isn't cheap. It's at least, $120 to $180, depending on your driving record, how old you are. I mean, there's tons of factors. And then you're supposed to pay for medical insurance on top of all this. How in the hell are we supposed to make it? How are we supposed to survive off a minimum wage? Even, $8, $9 an hour isn't enough to survive. We're scraping by, living paycheck to paycheck, barely affording anything, and this is the American dream. This is the country we're living in. And I mean, how are we supposed to get out of this? What are our options? We either, rob a bank, sell drugs, become a rapper, become famous off a sex tape, because obviously that's what all these no-brain idiots are doing anymore. Oh, look, my name's Farrah Abraham, and I'm important, so I'm going to suck some dick and get famous. Oh, I did it for my kid. I'm sure your kid's going to be so proud when she grows up and she sees your porn tape, you fucking whore. Like, this is the America we live in. Something needs to change. I don't know what it is. But, you know, like I said, I've experienced it myself. I go to job interview after job interview after job interview. Oh, we'll give you a call. Oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. And you know what? That's the fucking problem with this country. If you don't like somebody, if you don't want something, if you don't agree with something, say it. That's what the right to free speech is all about. Open your fucking mouth and voice your opinion. I'm sick of everybody being Nancy's, everybody's being little, you know, oh, let's pussyfoot around everything, let's try not to hurt anybody's feelings. Fuck that. We're America, we do what we want, we say what we want, and we say what we feel. So this shit needs to end. Stop being pussies and stand up for what the fuck you believe in. Because if you don't stand for anything, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And this country is falling into fucking shambles. So, till next time, suck on my man titties, bitch.